Hello, and welcome back to MLB The Show 18 and the Jason Parham Road to the Show. I'm Tyrant Saber. Last time out, it was a bit of an emotional roller coaster. So first of all, we had a game against the LA Dodgers in which we didn't even get a single out. We gave up an inside the Parker, we threw one more pitch, and then we came out of the game with shoulder stiffness. So that sucked. But the next game out, or the next thing that we did, the next training session we got a cutter, so that was positive. But then we took it into the Texas game, and we wound up giving up 3 home runs on 3 cutters. I mean, they didn't really get a whole lot of offense except for those 3 runs on those 3 cutters that we threw. So I'm thinking probably want to stick that one in the toolbox and not use it very much until we're a little bit better at it. So in the meantime, yeah, let's carry on. Padres are still losing. That's a shame, but and we're 11 and a half games back of Colorado. That's a shame too, but just gotta make it happen, man.
A major league pitching coach acknowledges a young newcomer on an early milestone accomplishment.
I can't remember if we showed this off last time, but this also happened. Okay, so we now have all these other things to learn, but we really, we have 3 pitches we're reasonably good with, and then we have the one that's kind of busted right now. So I don't think it's wise necessarily to start learning another one. I think what I'm going to do is, towards the end of the season, I'm going to have another bullpen session, another one of those recap videos, and I will there put up a post asking you guys what kind of pitch you would like to see me pick up moving forward. But in the meantime, I'm just going to continue to work with and learn the stuff that I already have, and I think to that end, fortunately, I don't see any home runs per 9, really, except, I guess, that one. That one. Yeah. It's not glamorous, but we got to get those up.
Admonishes his pitching staff for giving away too many free bases.
Hey, don't look at me, man. I've only given up 1 walk in all 4 of my games. Okay, looks like next up is going to be the Milwaukee Brewers at Petco Park. So let's get it.
A fine Sunday afternoon for baseball at Petco Park. Today we wrap up this 4-game weekend series between the Milwaukee Brewers and the San Diego Padres. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next.
And being that it's Sunday, it's for Armed Services Appreciation Day.
Jason Parham gets handed the ball for the 4th and final game of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you can only win your first big league game once, and in his last start, he did just that. I'm sure that ball is put away someplace very special. Nothing more he'd like to do than get win number 2 here in this one.
In now is Lorenzo Cain, and we are ready for some daytime baseball.
Center fielder number 6, Lorenzo Cain.
Oh, we're already doing this? I'm gonna veto that.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way.
Mister.
A shot down the first baseline.
That's my guy Rob Brantley behind the plate.
These Padres, as they take the field this afternoon, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Hey, thanks, Matty. You know what, D-Row? Nothing you'd like more than to win this one here. They've got a long roadie coming up, and they'd like to win this one to get themselves on an airplane onto a long road trip on a positive note.
You know this, Dan, as well as I do. 10-game road trip, a lot of packing involved the night before this one. They're going to have to find a way to stay focused, win this ball game, and get on a happy flight.
Yeah, I'm not going with that cutter. Not right off the bat, but
Keeping it down here as it's to 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
And that's going to be high 2-2 now.
Okay, now I'm going to give this cutter a try and see what happens with it.
Tapper up the line. Miller's got to get rid of it. And that's the first out.
There we go.
And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Dero, how do they lock up a series victory here on the road?
Well, Matty, this team can do one thing very well. This lineup leads the league in home runs, and that's why people pay the price of admission. They want to see the long ball. Everybody loves home runs, and it's exactly what this lineup gives you. They get count leverage 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. Don't look for that base hit the other way. They are trying to turn and burn.
VR.
Hey, you got it. No one better. Here we go. Hey, play the one now. Let's go. Roger.
First offering on its way. Leaves a changeup high for a strike. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
Dero, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers, and what do? They rave about Jerry Hillsdale.
Hey, you got it.
All right, I'll give that cutter a try. I mean, I'm sure I'm just a little gun shy from the Rangers going yard on it, but still. We got to remember that this is a pitch that we just learned. We're not very good at it. I mean, we have stats in like the 60s and 70s on our other pitches. This is still in like the 40s and 30s for our cutter. So, it would not be wise to try to rely on it too much.
Changeup is way low that time.
I love a well-executed changeup, especially one down in the zone. The only problem throwing it in that situation, you leave that belt high or miss your spot just a hair, and you could have some problems.
2 balls and 2 strikes to Jonathan VR.
All right, let's go ahead and pop some showtime. Go low outside with the changeup. See what he does with it.
Swing and a liner.
Oh, got it right past Brad Miller.
Into the outfield.
Boy, talk about being a game of inches, Dero. That was a bullet just out of the reach of the third baseman.
Yeah, third base is just a reactionary position, kind of a la a goalie in hockey. He didn't have much chance there. He tried to make a play, get it above his head, but he was unable to get there.
In is Christian Yelich, and there's a look at his home and road splits so far this year.
Can't be too mad about that. Made about the best play I could, made about the best pitch I could make in that situation. And he got it right past third base, so good on him.
Rounded up the first baseline. Gets foul, it's 0-1.
All right, come on now, let it fly.
Here's the 0-1 pitch.
Here we go, fastball. No chance.
Close as he's in there with a stolen base.
Well, he's certainly doing his best to get his team out to an early lead. Picks up the single and then decides that's not good enough, so he swipes second to get into scoring position. Now we'll see if the guys can pick him up.
VR, the runner at second with 1 away. 1-2 for Christian Yelich.
Oh, golly.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
Hey, strike this guy out. Get him yourself. Let her rip. Let her rip.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. Lifted the other way to left center. Asuaje over to his left, and he makes the catch. For
Carlos
the second out.
Asuaje doing good work in left field. No diving, please.
Striding forward now, the Brewers' cleanup hitter, Domingo Santana. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. First pitch coming, here it is. The fastball here.
Oh, blue.
Ball 1-0.
I don't know why in the world anybody would want to be an umpire. That manager has given this umpire an earful on a pitch that he thought was a strike, and he's certainly trying to defend his pitcher.
Hit hard on the ground to the right. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The throw home. The tag applied by Brantley. He is out at the plate.
Well, that's just thrown out on the base pass like a nincompoop, but
their first opportunity in a scoreless ball game.
we're still scoreless, so I'm fine with it.
Digging in now for the Brewers, Travis Shaw. He's a long ball threat, of course, currently number 4 in the National League home run race.
Hey, hit me a seed right here.
See, this is the kind of guy that a good cutter would be really fantastic against. Be able to have it cut in on his hands and jam him. Instead, my two-seam is more inclined to peel away from him right into the barrel of his bat. So if I can't get him fishing outside, he's likely to make some pretty good contact. All right, I will go for that spot, but I'm a little nervous about it.
1-1. Lifted the other way out to left center.
Hey, I'll take it.
Ball, ball, ball.
And that's taken in by Escobar for the first out.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. And the guy who brought home gold last year resides at second base in this one today. The ability to pivot with anybody in the game, turn in double plays, hand over fist. The ability to have range both right and left and makes all the routine plays.
Next for Milwaukee, Eric Thames. And he comes into this one having hit safely in his last 5 games.
Eric Thames.
Hey, keep swinging that high piece. Let's go, let's go.
Eric Thames, shovel beard, man after my own heart.
Here comes the first pitch. Takes a high fastball for a strike. No score here as we play inning number 2. One and one the count to the Brewers first baseman.
You wanted it.
Stay hot, stay hot. Here you go.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2.
He still might
Jay,
be looking
please.
for that release point on that curveball early in this outing. That one looked like it popped out of his hand behind his ear instead of out front. We'll see if he finds that pitch because it'll be important for him.
And he lays off the circle change here as he moves into the driver's seat. 3-1. The 3-1.
All right, well, I don't want to walk him.
Takes a strike for a full count now. 3-2. 1 out, nobody
We
on.
are where I want to be. That's not really where I want to put that curve. Why don't we try it? Bottom corner. See if he can catch up to it. Or slow himself down to it.
A half-hearted attempt that time, but
Not really.
He broke the plane, and that's out number 2.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on 3-2. When the difference between striking out and drawing a walk can be an inch or two, it's pretty understandable why guys aren't always aggressive with their swings.
Batting 7, shortstop.
Into the box, Patrick Kloboff. As he'll swing and pop this one up near second base. LeMahieu is right there, and that will retire.
Thank you, DJ.
Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom of the second, and we are tied 0-0. Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy, and he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for.
Still nothing, huh? Well, okay.
Right here, let's go, kid.
First pitch of the at-bat. And that one just missed outside. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. But a foul ball, 1-1.
One time, right now. Here we go.
See if you can't catch this one.
Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole.
Hey, speed up the drive.
The 1-2. There's a swing and a high drive into left center field. Margot going back on it and just short of a home.
Well, it's in the park still. That's good.
And he is into second base with a leadoff double.
You could hear the solid contact all the way up here, and I thought we were going to have our first run of the game right there. Gets all the way to the fence, but it stays in the park. So
yeah, hung it a bit.
Be okay with the double.
Couple more feet, that would have been out.
Digging in now, Chase Anderson, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
All right, Buntsy.
0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Now a bunt attempt here. And there's one down now.
Why didn't you advance? I mean, I'm not complaining, but like,
He's 0 for 1 after grounding out.
the hell's the purpose of a sacrifice bunt if the sacrifice doesn't do anything for you? Cutter? No, I don't think so.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0 home. Hit down the third base line, but this is foul.
Okay.
Let's hold him right here.
No, I still don't have the confidence I need to.
2-1. Bandy leads off second with
Who's
one
that
gone
one?
in the inning. Line to the right side.
Oof.
That's in there. Base hit. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. And
Oh,
now this
crap.
ball's going to wind up out of play, and that'll compound matters even further. Digging in for his second at bat.
I don't know whose that was on.
He'll swing it from the left side
Was I supposed to cut that one off?
For concern, this guy needs to hit better left-handed against right-handed pitching.
Get out, get out, get out.
Oh, get him.
And he is safe at third as he moves
Oh,
up on
gee.
what's likely to be ruled a wild pitch.
Well, he has nobody to blame but himself. With one out, a runner on third can come home to score all sorts of ways. That's why, as a pitcher, you have to execute pitches even better when there are runners on base.
Yeah, we got one, we got one.
And he fires in a strike.
Here we
this time
go.
to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Here we go, here we go. That's a strike.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Come on, big guy, get your pitch.
The 2-1 home on the right side. Notch 1 in the score column as a runner from third
Oh, golly.
crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game.
That's the cat and mouse of the game right there. You find yourself count leverage, you think you're getting a heater, he throws an off-speed pitch and you're still able to execute. That fires me up right there.
Striding in once again, Christian Yelich. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Asuaje is after it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Domingo Santana. He singled his last time up. He's set and the pitch. Hit hard up the middle. And no chance there for Escobar. It's a base hit.
Oh, good. Inning is just kind of blown up.
Guy that can run at first base. Normally you'll see a hitter try to take a pitch or two, D-Row, to give that guy a chance to steal a bag.
You know, it's funny you say that, Dan, because coming up in those situations, you want to give the guy a chance, but you also realize that that guy wants to give his catcher a chance, so you're probably getting a piece of cheese.
And that brings up the left-handed hitting Travis Shaw. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1.
Hey, come on now, one time, right here. Need you right here, kid.
This is in the air out to left field. On the move, makes the catch.
Thank you.
And that'll retire the side.
Well, that was a garbage inning.
On 4 hits here, 1 error, and a couple of men left. We'll head now to the home half of inning number 3. Milwaukee leads it 2-0.
Let's see if we can't pull one back.
Leading off the inning, Jason Parham, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Kane is after it. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
Well, you can't complain about the contact there, man. Just hung it a little bit.
Look at the current standings, and it is crowded at the top as these guys trail by just a game entering play today.
Oh, not us, man. we were ways back.
Ready for another chance? Eric Thames. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run the barrel into it. Not the
Watch
case
your
with
ankles.
high fastball.
Come on, big guy. Hey, now.
All right, let's try this low outside changeup, see what he does with it.
Swung on and missed. He got
Gotcha.
more strikes.
That's
And
twice
while
now,
we
isn't
have
it?
a moment, here's a look at the Padres' Road to the Show report. Two players that this organization has to be happy about right now.
Superman Jack Kirkland tearing it up with the missions. Best of luck to you, buddy.
So striding in, Patrick Kloboff comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Clubo.
First pitch coming, here it is. Breaking ball just misses the inside corner.
Looked like he was trying to work in a front door curveball there, but it seemed like it popped out of his hand a little early, causing it to miss inside.
The 1-0. It is taken, strike one.
There we go.
Hey, come on, guys.
The 1-1. Taken, strike two.
There you go. Now I think I'm going to try that cutter one more time, very carefully. Top of the zone. See if I can sneak it in on him.
Gets him looking up around the
Gotcha.
letters.
He's not going to feel good about that at bat, nor should he. You have to want to swing the bat, but he just stood there and looked at 4 straight pitches. Hopefully, we'll see him get a little bit more aggressive next time.
Hey, come on.
Standing in now, Jet Bandy. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. It was a double for him in his first turn at the plate.
Hey, let her rip right here.
And a curveball that started low and broke lower, ball one. Hard ground ball to third. Glove.
All right.
Oh, and he overshoots his first base.
Oh, golly, Brad Miller.
This one is hard to figure. Makes the play on the ball, and the transfer looked good. Then he just sails this thing way over the first baseman's head into the stands. Bad news, it's an E5. The good news, some fan just snagged a souvenir.
Up next for Milwaukee.
Thanks, Brad. Appreciate it, buddy.
Into the box now, Chase Anderson. He swings and sends it in the air out to left center. Calling for it, Aswahe. And the inning is over. Brewers strand one, but they're on top 2-0.
All right, guys, come get some stuff done.
Back to the top of the Milwaukee order, digging in Lorenzo Cain. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far.
No, still nothing. That's just a darn shame.
And a changeup right down the middle.
Hey, you can do it. No one better. Let's go.
0-1, here it comes. There's a changeup over the outside corner.
Hey, you find yourself down 0-2, you got to grind a little bit right here. I don't understand the game plan. Let's see if we can get this one back to even count.
Hey, you can do it. No one
The
better.
windup and the 0-2 pitch. To the right side. Leaps high.
Oh, Colin, my man.
Digging in once again, Jonathan VR. 2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far.
Jonathan VR.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a fastball that just misses. Ball 1. Bases are empty. 1 man out.
Hey, your pitch. Your pitch. He's coming to you.
Find the ball, find the ball, find the ball. Drive that pitch, here we go.
All right, low outside fastball.
And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now.
Let's try that changeup
Now
then.
the 2-1 pitch. Taken for strike 2.
Here we go.
2 balls, 2 strikes, a crucial count for both pitcher and hitter. So, Dan, what was your approach on the mound in that count? Do you still pitch for the strikeout here?
I think one of the keys, Matt, you want to try to initiate contact. The one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to run the count to 3 balls and 2 strikes. Whatever you want to throw it over for a strike.
All right, I'm going to try this cutter again, and I'm going to try to put it middle of the zone. Hopefully he thinks it's a meatball.
Still hanging with him. Another good swing to keep it going. Full count now, 3-2.
Nope.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
And this is swung on and missed. So
Bye.
up 2 down to start
Have
the
a
fifth.
seat.
It's
Get
always
comfortable.
nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
And he was late on the fastball. What a shame.
In now, Christian Yelich. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. And facing right-handed pitching so far this season, Yelich hits a little over the 270 mark.
Let's go, kid.
Into the windup, here comes the 0-1.
See if you'll get this one.
Corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike.
This guy's pitching really well in this one so far. You could just see he's awful confident attacking the strike zone, and when he comes off the mound at the end of the inning, looks like he stepped in a big old bucket of sassy.
You out there.
Sassy, the hair care product.
2 quick strikes.
Parham tested,
and now the
Parham
0-2.
approved.
And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such a common pitch in that count, but he did well to spit on it there.
Good wood on it there, but foul, so they'll do it again. Two runs, 6 hits.
All right, what you
And
got
no
for me?
errors on the Milwaukee line score so far.
Drop that curveball out. Well, sure. We got balls to
Check
play with.
swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2.
You wanted it.
Not sure what he saw in that pitch, but it sure looked tempting. And at least he held up. He must have been guessing.
Come on, big guy. See it. Drive it right here.
So a full count now.
Oof. Jay, no.
Now you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate.
All right, well, we're going to go cutter, high outside corner, and pray that he doesn't send this one to the bleachers.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. Asuaje will reach out with one hand to make
There we
a catch
go.
on the move, and that ends the inning. Gone in order are the Brewers, but they hold a 2-0.
They may pull us for a pinch hitter right here.
Up next, it'll be the pitcher for the Padres, Jason Parham. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. And this one runs up high, ball one.
Hey, let it fly up there, huh?
Opposing pitcher, of course, Chase Anderson, four-seam, circle change, two-seam, curveball, and cutter. Not too different from who we are, really. Ooh, that nice changeup, though.
And the Padres pitcher behind with a 1-2 count. The 1-2. Gets him looking up around the letters.
Ah. Change the channel, Jay. You just got caught looking.
About that four-seam fastball, so I think he wasn't expecting it at all.
Yeah, I thought it was going to go outside.
Ready for another shot now, Domingo Santana. He'll start things out now in the top half of the sixth.
Domingo Santana.
And still no score. That's unfortunate.
Now the pitch. A breaking ball taken on the inner corner.
To me, getting ahead 0-1, it's the most important pitch in the game, Matty. It puts the hitter on the defensive. I can only think of myself being in the batter's box. When I'm sitting 1-0, I am all over the gas, or I am allowed the opportunity to sit on something without fearing going 1-1. When you're down 0-1, your head's on a swivel.
I'm going to elevate this fastball, or try to anyway.
That misses, 1-2.
That's right where I wanted it, but he didn't go for it.
Here's a high pop-up. LeMahieu waits on it.
DJ putting in the work.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
That circle change had no business being up there, but I'm glad he wasn't able to do anything with it.
Left-handed hitting Travis Shaw, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball one.
Jason, come on. I haven't got any showtime left. You're going to have to make these pitches work for you.
The 1-0. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground, but a foul ball, 1-1.
Go tap. Okay, high outside fastball. I can do that. Or I will attempt to do that at least.
Line drive to center field. And
uh-oh.
finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Ready once again, Eric Thames. 0 for 2 for him to this point.
Eric Thames.
And a step off.
Yeah, I don't know that I like that cutter call.
Hey, have a good rip up there, huh?
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Foul.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square.
Hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
All right, I think that'll about do it for Jason today, because that's 4 runs.
So it's a 2-run shot to right
Top
center.
of the 6th, 85 pitches.
On the year, as the Brewers have now taken a 4-0 lead.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Now the skipper of the Padres is up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And a change is in the offing, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. Gone after 5 1/3 here, as he never really found his groove in this one.
Your attention, please.
Well, it's unfortunate.
Padres, number 30, Oda Glover.
All right, let's see what they do. Not that I'm expecting much.
You might think it's just another win, but it's awfully hard to win in this game, especially on the road. But they find a way to get it done, and they should be very happy with this performance.
4-0 the score this afternoon. The Milwaukee Brewers led this game from the 3rd inning on and never wavered. Chase Anderson earned his 9th win of the year. So that'll just about do it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com.
All right, well, unfortunately, that's going to be it for today. Until next time, I'm Tyrant Saber, and I will see you at the ballpark.